This is the Solid Signal Podcast for the week of February 8th, 2016. Of course, I'm recording this on a Monday, and yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday, so anybody who's a big Denver fan is still basking in the glow of the win of the Denver Broncos and their capable leader, Peyton Manning. I, on the other hand, am not a Denver fan, but that's okay because I'm not a Carolina fan either. Didn't really have a horse in that race, so I can just congratulate everybody who worked really hard and left it all out on the field yesterday. But I want to tell you a little bit about my Super Bowl experience, what worked and what didn't work, because there's a great lesson to be learned, at least for 2016. We'll have this discussion in 2020, and I think things will be a little bit different. But for today, the discussion we're going to have is about why you still need an over-the-air antenna. Yesterday, I was away from the house at a Super Bowl party that I was helping to orchestrate, and I found that I had two choices, and I was actually prepared to use both of them. I could stream the Super Bowl using the Apple iPad and the CBS Sports app and do that for free, or I could use an over-the-air antenna. Now, it was in a fringe area. It was about 70 miles away from the broadcast towers, and I really figured that I would have an easier time with streaming because I figured, okay, there was going to be some reception problems, there were going to be some difficulties, and that streaming would be a lot more reliable. Turns out I watched the entire game, as did everybody else in my party, on a TV connected to an over-the-air antenna that, by the way, performed perfectly because I'd taken the time to aim it, because I made sure that it was an antenna that was suitable to the channel that I was trying to pick up, and because I got it high enough up so that it really didn't have a lot of obstructions. 70 miles is a lot to ask from an antenna, and I wasn't expecting it to work as well as it did, but let's be honest, the fact is that I had a flawless HD picture for hours and hours and hours with no trouble whatsoever, and the streaming didn't work the 4 or 5 times that I actually tried it. Lesson learned, and let's talk about why that is. Even though all the major cell carriers have been adding LTE at a breakneck speed in the last couple of years, the truth is that we still have a capacity problem when we talk about events like the Super Bowl. Now, you can talk about this person or that person, quote, broke the internet, unquote, but really what broke the internet yesterday was everybody trying to stream the Super Bowl. It just plain old didn't work. And if you don't believe me, do a quick Google search on CBS Super Bowl streaming, and you'll find out that there were millions of people who tried and failed to stream the Super Bowl on various devices over Super Bowl Sunday. There just isn't enough capacity to deal with it because streaming is a one-to-one connection. Even though, yes, with what's called multicast, it all comes off the same stream from the server, there's still a point where it gets to the cell tower and goes to your device, and that is a one-to-one connection. And too many one-to-one connections, the system just gets clogged. LTE is great, and streaming is great for most situations when not everybody is trying to get hold of stuff at the same time. But think about this. Now, yesterday it was the Super Bowl that everybody was trying to stream at the same time and couldn't get to do it. Well, tomorrow or sometime in the future, it could be an emergency, something really serious, weather-related or hopefully not, but some sort of governmental situation, and you could need to get a lot of information at the same time. Everybody else is trying to do the same thing. When that happens, you need a reliable way to get that information into your house that isn't going to clog up because more people are using it. In short, you need a broadcast medium, and the broadcast medium I'm talking about is television. HDTV over the air from an antenna, it may not be your first choice because you'd rather stream or you'd rather use your pay TV provider, and honestly, I don't blame you because there's some great content out there that isn't available on broadcast. But honestly, free, local HDTV is how you're going to get the information you absolutely need when there is an emergency. Because obviously it looks like cell towers are just not going to be able to handle it. And it'll be even worse if, for example, those cell towers are obscured by snow or destroyed because of some unnatural catastrophe. So think about it. Don't think too hard. Go get an HDTV antenna from Solid Signal right now.